What's up, everybody? Keith Mitchell here from the Outerhaven, and welcome to January 3rd, 2019. Third day of a brand new year, folks. Still can't get over the fact that we're in 2019. It feels so sudden, right? It doesn't feel like we should be in a new year already, but we are. So that said, 3 days into a new year, we've already got rumors, we got rumbling of a brand new console that's set to be released in the next 3 years. So Slightly Mad Studio CEO Ian Bell posted a tweet yesterday, which I replied to, saying that the company is looking at bringing out a brand new console called the Madbox. Now, in his tweet, he stated that the Madbox is coming, and he stated that it's going to support a bunch of different things that most gamers are really looking forward to, like 120 frames per second VR. It's going to support 4K, and honestly, it seems too good to be true. It really does. So, this is what he said. It will support most major VR headsets and all those upcoming, and the specs will be equivalent to a very fast PC 2 years from now. How do you know what a fast PC is from 2 years from now? For all you know, AMD and Intel could come out with some brand new processors. NVIDIA and AMD could come out with some really state-of-the-art, super sophisticated graphics cards. So how are you going to speculate that it's going to be equal to a very fast PC 2 years from now? It doesn't make any sense to me. But going forward from that, we're very early in the talks with manufacturers of the components, so we can't say much more right now other than we have designs spec'd out in detail. So wait, you're teasing a brand new console. You don't have any hardware lined out. You're still talking to manufacturers, but you're teasing this. So right now, this is basically vaporware. It doesn't exist. There are no prototypes, but you're talking about the system. Now, I'm going to be honest here. I'm not really sure that there is room in the console space for a fourth player. Now, I've been gaming ever since I was a young child. I'm 42 years old now, and I've seen it all. I've been through everything. I've been through the early Atari 2600s and the television and ColecoVision, which was a 3-player race. Then we had Nintendo, the Nintendo Entertainment System. We had Sega with the Sega Master System, and for that time, it was a 2-way race, and then Nintendo came out with the Super Nintendo, Sega came out with the Sega Genesis, and then we had new players. We had the TurboGrafx 16, and then that went away. We had the Panasonic 380O, that went away, and then we had the Neo Geo, which was kind of an arcade system brought home. It was outrageously expensive for anybody to get their hands on, other than lucky people who busted their asses off, and people who were blessed with cash. But for the most part, it's always been a 3-way race. So then going after that, we've had Nintendo, we've had Sega, and then Sony came in the picture with their PlayStation. And then eventually Sega dropped out because of hardware woes, the 32X and the Dreamcast and the Saturn. And then Microsoft came into the picture and took their place, which is, again, a 3-way race. So I don't see where we have room for a fourth player. We've had people try that. We've had the Ouya, which failed miserably. We've got Atari come out with their Linux console, which people are already saying they're not going to touch. I kind of agree with them with that one. I don't think there's any room for that. But let's sit down here and let's look at this from speculation and from a gamer standpoint. You want to give us a console that's going to support VR at 60 frames per second, 4K. You're saying full engine development, whatever the hell that means. I'm not unsure what that means. And you're saying that maybe the system will be at 120 frames per second outside of VR? That sounds amazing. It really does. But to me, that sounds like a PC. I know he said it's going to be equivalent to a PC 2 years from now, but that all sounds like a PC. How can you talk about something when you don't have the hardware set up? And everything that I'm seeing from this is sounding like it's going to be like a PC, maybe even possibly something along the lines of a Steam machine, a Linux-powered PC. We don't know because we don't have many details. Now, Ian did say that there will be more specific information in the upcoming weeks, which we will be following, but I kind of want to take this with a grain of salt. Granted, Slightly Mad Studios puts out some phenomenal racing games. They do. But that's it. The company doesn't have much capital. I have no idea what investors he's talking to. And I honestly, I don't see this as something that's being viable. Okay, look at this. Imagine you being a hardware developer of a brand new console, and you're going to approach these gaming studios, these productions studios, these developers, and saying, hey, we got a brand new console that we want to take on the Xbox and the PlayStation and the Switch with. I mean, does that sound like a situation that you would want to be in? You would go to these studios and say, hey, we're going to compete against these consoles that have the majority of the market share. It's going to sound really weird and maybe even possibly get laughed out of the room. I mean, I can't say that for sure, but if you came to me with barely any capital and said, I want to take on the PlayStation, I'm going to ask you, what do you got? What are your plans? How does it work? And who else is invested in your company right now? Who else is invested in this hardware? And if you come and tell me, well, we don't know, and no one, I'm not going to take a chance. I'm going to put my hands up in the air. I'm going to walk up and like, all right, have a great day. I don't think I can help you. Honestly, a fourth player with this kind of criteria or information that we had right now, I don't see this going anywhere. That's not to discount them. They could have something lined up. They could have had this lined up for years and only coming out now and saying, hey, we got this. We have no idea. But for right now, speculation, I'm going to call this vapor. I'm going to call this vaporware until we see some solid information and we see an actual system running something. Because I can say I got the most powerful gaming system right now on my workbench in my garage. You don't know what I got. Smoke and mirrors. I could tell you anything. But you're not going to believe me until I actually show you the unit and show you it working. I mean, look at the recent Atari Linux console. I forgot what the hell the name was called. And everybody's like, okay. Sounds good. Show me it running. Oh, we don't have anything. Okay, well, pass until you show me something. And that's how I feel right now with this. I really don't know what to say about this. I know I've seen a lot of people saying that this is a bad idea. You know, somebody called it the Phantom console. I remember that. I know a lot of people remember the Phantom console that came out to being nothing. I don't think this is going to happen. And if it does happen, again, Steam Machine or a lockdown PC come to mind. We're going to have to wait to see about more information about what Ian Bell tells us in the upcoming weeks. But for right now, I am not optimistic about this new console. And 3 years away, we got a brand new PlayStation and a brand new Xbox coming. Who knows this thing's going to make it to the light of day. I would love to know your comments. I would love to know your thoughts. Put them in the comments below. And as always, if you like the video, be sure to go ahead and like, maybe subscribe, help a small channel grow. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Take care.